good evening. Well, hello there. I thought it'd be fun to fire up the Wii U again. I got it all hacked up and everything, and I wanted to play some GameCube stuff. We're talking about GameCube coming to the Switch 2. People were kind of excited about that, I guess. And, you know, finally got my Wii U hacked to play GameCube stuff. So, you know, let's play some of it. You know, I can play Dolphin on my little computer, my little emulation computer I got set up, but it's kind of, it hitches up on some games and it's a little wonky sometimes. It's just much better, I think, to just play GameCube games like this. I don't have any issues when I do this. They play perfectly. You know, they're not like upscaled to some higher resolution or anything, but they're fine. Okay, do I have it on USB? Nope. Ooh, I opened the wrong thing. Okay, let me go back. Let's see. SD? There we go. Okay, F-Zero. So I got all these GameCube games here, and we're just going to play some F-Zero first. Because I love F-Zero. It's awesome. Bassarino, how you doing? First in the chat, you have the pinned comment. I didn't announce this until just now. I just decided to go ahead and go live. Came home from work, ate something, and actually passed out for like 2 hours. So I've had some sleep. I don't know how loud that is. Uh-oh, hang on, I gotta fix my card. There we go. Hopefully the game's not too loud. Bastrino says, haven't touched GameCube in years. I collected a metric unit of games for it at one point. Yeah, I actually sold my GameCube, I think it was the year before last or last year. After I had it for all that time, I sold it. It was one of those times when I was like, look, I got to make some money here. So, unfortunately, I did have to sell it. But, like I said, I can load all these games on my Wii U, so it's a pretty good way to do it. Mike's Gaming Gala. What's up, dude? Audio is good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Like I said, we'll just play some F-Zero. Oh, it's lagging behind again. Hang on. There it goes. I don't know. It's strange. Okay, hopefully it doesn't do that again. Oh, I think it just did it again. Yeah, it did. Why is it doing that? Alright. Hang on. I'm going to turn it off for just a second. Turn it back. Okay, there. I don't know if it does that for you guys, but it lags when it does this little glitch. Sometimes it'll lag the audio behind for me. It seems okay right now. Bassarino, I temporarily stopped my regularly scheduled come hang out and run the pressure cooker. Oh, okay. Mike, I'm expecting greatness in this gameplay. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Have you, Mike, have you ever watched my channel? Have you? We don't do that here. We don't do that here. I'm using the Wii U Pro controller for this, by the way. And it is a great way to play GameCube games. If I have one criticism of the playing GameCube games on the Wii U, it's that it doesn't fill the entire screen. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have this set to 16:9 mode, but it doesn't quite fill the whole screen. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really bother me, but it would be nice if it filled the screen completely. So, it's probably my only gripe about it. Mike says, playing on stream makes every game twice as hard. No kidding, dude. For me, 5 times as hard. Here we go. I actually have a lot easier time controlling this game with this controller than the actual GameCube controller. I'm one of the few people, I think, that's a fan of the GameCube that is not really a fan of the GameCube controller. I just don't really like it that much. It's weird. The shape is strange. The buttons are weird. The triggers are kind of bizarre. They're not like regular triggers. And of course that little yellow nub. I don't like the little yellow nub. So, unfortunately, I am somewhat critical of the GameCube because of that. Although I do like the GameCube very much. Yeah, everybody got their thing, and they got their gripes about stuff, and that's mine. Well, am I hitting the wrong button? There it is. I was like, what? I got to speed it up. I was hitting the brake instead of using my turbos, or boost power, as it's called. Excuse me, I got to get the terminology right. Sheesh. You get called out for that. You're not a Nintendo fan. You said it was turbo. It's boost power. What kind of a Nintendo fan are you idiot? Don't even like the GameCube controller. What a scumbag. Why are you pretending to like the Wii U controller? You're lying. It's a proper 60x9 image, but CRT screens used 0.9 pixel width as opposed to square pixels like modern monitors. Therefore, your picture will be 90% width to have the right aspect. Well, there you go. Dropping knowledge bombs, as always. Thank you, sir. Bassarino, I'll take GameCube controller over that Wii remote any day of the week now. Also, Steam controller has dual stage triggers, and you can put in some interesting bindings. Yeah, I've never used that controller. A friend of mine, who I haven't seen around in quite a while, actually, used to go by the name Final Save Point. He's on Twitch, I think, now more than YouTube. But he used to talk about that Steam controller a lot. He tried to really convince me it was really good. I just never got one. But he was really into that controller. Mike says, I'm not a fan of game controller either, to be honest. It's just a strange controller, you know? I think it could be a lot better. That's all I'm saying. It could be a lot better. Yeah, I got to tell you, like I said, playing this on the Wii U is a really great experience. I don't have any weird emulation issues or none of that stuff. I just play the game and it works. Honestly, you don't even need it to be upscaled or up-resed or whatever. It's fine. It looks great. Wii U does a pretty good job of handling the conversion to HDMI, so. Oh boy, come on now. You've got boost power. What's your favorite F-Zero? Is this your favorite one, or is there a different one? Because they're all fantastic. There's not an F-Zero that I played that I don't like. But everybody has a different one they probably point to as their favorite one. And then there's that new-ish F-Zero 99 that's out there now. And I think there was recently, I saw a story that there was recently discovered the Satellaview stuff that wasn't previously available for the Super Nintendo. So I have to check that out. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but that's my understanding is they've kind of found some stuff that wasn't available for a while, obviously. Bassarino says, your buddy is on YouTube, and yeah, I initially missed out, but then they canceled it, and I got 3 on a whim, and first few times using it was super confusing, but once I learned, it's great. Oh, okay. My buddy is on YouTube? You mean Final Save Point? Or whatever he's going by now? I don't know what name he's using now. You know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. Anyway, Mike says, oh geez, it's a tough call. I have a lot of nostalgia for the original, but the GameCube might be the best one. Well, obviously graphically it's fantastic, but the gameplay is also great. It's just a really solid game. That's why we've all been like clamoring for years for this thing to get like HD remaster. You know, something like that. I'm gonna play the replay for a second. I like to do this sometimes. It's fun. Yeah, Final Save Point, yeah. He's been really into pinball for a while, and I think he was in Dallas not that long ago. Well, maybe kind of long now, but it's been a while. But they were having a pinball thing here, convention here, and I didn't get to go to it. I really wanted to go hang out with him, but I didn't get to go. But he's been to a few of those. I would love to go to a pinball convention. I find pinball to be absolutely fascinating, and I wish I could have a pinball machine. I just can't deal with that. But I would love to have one. One of my best friends in high school, I've talked about him quite a bit. His dad was in love with my TurboGrafx-16. They actually borrowed my TurboGrafx-16 several times for months at a time because his dad was obsessed with Victory Run. He would play Victory Run all the time. Obsessed with Victory Run. I'm gonna tell you how obsessed this old man was with Victory Run. I don't know if he had ever really played a whole lot of racing video games, but he played the ever-living crap out of that, to the point to where he bought the humongous CRT TV because he got so into playing my TurboGrafx-16. I think he ended up getting a Super Nintendo after that. But anyway, kind of diverging for a second, he was also obsessed with pinball, and his dad was a mechanic, like a very well-paid mechanic at one of the dealerships in town, and I guess he had a lot of extra cash, and he decided to buy a house. It was a fixer-upper house that really it wasn't in the best shape, but he didn't live in that house. He lived in another house that he owned. He bought a house and filled it up with pinball machines. No shit. Like, he put probably, I don't know, 25 pinball machines in this house that he didn't even live in. I don't even know. I guess he had electricity because he was running the pinball machines, but I don't know if he had any other utilities in that house. But it was the most awesome shit ever, because him and his drinking buddies would just go over there and play pinball all day and all night. I was, if I had been older, I mean, I was probably, when this was going on, 14, 15 years old. If I'd have been older, man, I would have loved to have just gone over there and hung out with my friend's dad. Anyway. So yeah, he had some awesome pinball machines too. He had some of the modern ones, with the LCD display stuff. But he had some super old ones. Super, super old ones from like the 60s or something like that. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed. Living the dream, yes. Yes, indeed. So, maybe one of these days I can get me a couple, 2, 3 pinball machines. And I would get like different eras. Absolutely. I'd get like a old one. And I'd get one from like the 90s probably. And then I'd try to find one that was more modern. I'd probably get like 3 pinball machines. Now, I haven't played this game in so long. Like really actually tried to play it. So I don't remember all the track stuff. So this could go badly very quickly. This could go badly very quickly. Oh man. I'm super curious. Oh crap. I'm super curious how this is going to work online for the Nintendo Switch Online thing. Because I was talking about this whenever I was on that stream with Max and Rhea. And the online stuff, when you play a Nintendo game or a Super Nintendo game or whatever, it's really laggy. It's not good. Like, it's bad to the point to where it kind of sucks as far as trying to play with your friends on the internet. So between now and the release of the Switch 2, when they are going to release the GameCube stuff, and this is on that initial launch list for for GameCube stuff, they're really going to have to figure that out. I hope it's way better. It needs to be, because otherwise I don't know how that's going to work. I do not know. Man, it's just amazing, the graphics on this game and how fast it is and smooth. All the cars on the screen, the graphic effects. This game's fucking awesome. I just forgot I had boost power. Let's see if I can get up here. Sensitivity is a little different playing on this than what it would be on a GameCube controller. But it's pretty... Oh, come on. Get up there. I'm going to lose. Wow. Look how fast they all left me behind. I'm about to blow up. Can I make it? I can't. I have no more boost. I'm not going to get first place. I screwed this all up. Wow. I'm just falling further and further behind. Damn. That sucked. Black Knight 2000, Bride of Pinbot, Twilight Zone from the 90s, then the new Godzilla and Elton John cabinets. Oh wow. Dude, you know a lot more about this than I do. I am not up to speed, and I don't know all the names and different pinball machines and everything. That's awesome. Oh, what's up, Jeff? Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey. I've had mostly good luck online. Really? Huh. Because I tried to play both Super Nintendo and NES, several different games, and it was bad. It was not good. So I don't know. Hit that like button, everyone. Hi, Mike. What show are we going to after this? You know, maybe I don't know. That's interesting. You're saying you have good luck with it, because everybody that I've talked to has had bad luck. It's not just me. So that's interesting. Maybe it is getting improved since the last time I played it. I don't know. That's interesting. I have this game, only played it briefly. It is gorgeous. Well, you're going to love playing it on the Switch 2. It's supposed to be enhanced a little bit too. I think it might be a higher internal resolution. It might render at 1080p, so it's probably going to look even better on the Switch 2. Although it looks fine here. Yeah, it's awesome. It's funny because this game doesn't even need anything. It just needs to be re-released. Like, you make it render out at 1080p or 4K or whatever. That's all you need. You don't need to redo the textures. You don't need to redo the polygons. You don't need to add a bunch of effects. It's This game was way ahead of its time. It's funny too because, you know, F-Zero on the N64 was pretty simplistic. You know, I love that game. It runs really, really smooth and fast and everything, but the graphics are really simplistic, even for the N64. And to go from that to this, what an upgrade. That was ridiculous. I don't think any of us were anticipating the level of upgrade we were going to get when this went to GameCube. Yes, it has widescreen mode. That's what we're doing right now. Yeah, that's why I said you really don't got to do much to the game at all. So it's nice they're finally giving it, you know, letting players play it again, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, kids and people that have never even played it that will finally get a chance to try it. It's pretty awesome. All right. Yes, I know it's Blue Falcon. I changed it to Black Falcon because I think it looks cooler. Sorry. I love how you can customize your stuff. I'm easily impressed. I think this track gives me trouble, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, the rain is so cool on this. I forgot, yeah. The lightning and the rain and everything. It's freaking awesome. I never attack anybody. I just always forget you can do it. Oh, I should have gone the other way. God dang it. Oh, yeah. See, I'm bouncing all over the place. Okay. I'm going to focus on racing, not so much fighting with people. I think Wipeout on the PlayStation had a big influence on this, even though I think that the original F-Zero was a huge influence on Wipeout. It kind of like fed off of each other. I love these kind of games, these, you know, futuristic racing games. It's kind of like pizza. It's hard to find one that you don't like. Even if it's not great, it's still pretty good. But this is great. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I screwed that all up. God dang it, I'm all over the place. I gotta be careful, I'm gonna blow up. See? I'm gonna get on this side, otherwise I'm not gonna get my healing. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm gonna blow up. Get back over there. Oh, yeah. Do I have time to get up here? Oh, this freaking guy. I blew up. God dang it. I pushed it one too many times. Damn. Damn. That's what you get. Get greedy. You think you could pull something off, and then that happens. Okay, hang on. Let me catch up again. Let's see. Go. There's widescreen. Pink Falcon is where it's at. Well, fair enough. Pink actually be pretty cool. I didn't even think about it doing pink. Love the Wipeout series. Absolutely. My favorite Wipeout game is Wipeout Excel. Just the soundtrack is so good, and it was just an awesome. I love the announcer voice. That's just my favorite one. Although the newer ones look way better, obviously, but that one's really cool. The song reminds me of Blade. Yeah, kind of. Good call, Tricom. 10 points to Tricom for referencing Blade. Good job on that one. Yes, it does sound kind of like Blade. Mike Wolf. The wolf is with us. Yo, side dog chat. Hello, Mike Wolf. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's try not to blow up this time. You guys think I can pull it off? I don't know. This track gives me fits. See? Because I bounce around all the time. Oh, damn it. Once you get bouncing, you lose, like, your bearings completely. Like, it's like your ship loses its grip on the track. Your ship? Your racer? I don't know what you want to call it. Your car? I don't know what you call these things. Your hovercraft? Oh, come on. I'm going to be careful with this boost power. Oh, see, I keep losing my grip. Oh, man, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna blow up again. Damn it. Be careful. Damn it. Come on, stop bouncing. Oh, wow, that was close. So far behind. Come on, get up there. I'm not, man, I can't get up there. Damn it. Crap. At least I didn't blow up. 5th place. Ugh. Crystal Method. Oh. Yeah, Firestarter was on that soundtrack from, oh, man, my brain just crapped. You know who I'm talking about. The Prodigy. Yeah, it was a great soundtrack. Wipeout Excel. Oh, you saying this sounds maybe like Crystal Method? Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Mike's Gaming Gala, excuse me. Mike's Gaming Gala says, it's so easy to go from having complete control to having no control in any F-Zero game. This one especially, I think. This one, it's a little sensitive to that. Nurse Healer, motion sickness. Nurse Healer, heal thyself. Sorry about that. Hell yeah, you're still right. So I'm trying to see if this weekend I can do a stream with a friend of mine whom I have streamed with many times in the past. Hint, hint. We're not sure if we can do it or not, but if we can Saturday, we may have a new episode of Game Rambling. Talking about the Switch 2 and stuff. But I'm not sure yet if it's going to happen. I'm hoping it does. I'm not sure what time it would happen either. It's all kind of up in the air. It's hard to schedule things sometimes. That's why we really don't do Game Rambling anymore, because it's just really difficult to get together and schedule stuff. But Pickle Gamer is back doing videos. If you guys aren't familiar with Pickle Gamer, he's been around for many, many years. We started YouTube around the same time. He went away for a while, came back, and so he's starting to get back into making videos again. We haven't done a live episode of Game Rambling since the original Switch launch. That's when we did the big... That was, I don't know, big. It was a lot for me because there was a lot of manual labor putting in that stream because that was before StreamYard and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully we can pull that off and do a stream on Saturday, but we'll see what happens. Mike's Gaming Gala, our podcast tonight was on Switch 2. Certainly lots to talk about. Yeah, like I said in my video that I did, I've been reluctant to talk too much about it because it seems like it's still changing what's going on. You know, the facts are changing. We're learning stuff. Nintendo's changing some stuff. I don't even know if we'll know everything by this weekend, you know, because there's a lot of discussion about pricing and delays and stuff for the pre-orders. I heard that Canada got included in our delay today, so my condolences, Canada. Yeah, but hopefully it works out, and then Saturday we can talk about it some. The hostility that I've seen on the internet has been pretty weird. Like, I've seen so many YouTubers, and I'm not even talking about like commenters or trolls or anything like that. I'm talking about just YouTubers. I've seen so many YouTubers attacking each other and trying to like call each other out and call each other really bad names over this. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. I wasn't paying attention. You got to pay attention in this game. You got to pay attention. This one's a bitch. But anyway, I've seen a lot of YouTubers fighting with each other. I'm like, guys, I know we're all, oh my God, I know we're all fans of gaming and Nintendo stuff, and everybody's sensitive about things because, you know, people are concerned about shit, and I get it, but man, there's just, and some of it is justified probably because there's some people that are using this whole thing to just flood their channels with absurd amounts of clickbaity type content, and they're kind of repeating rumors that aren't substantiated in any way. So some of it is understandable, but I think I just don't know why people want to be so ugly with each other about everything, because it's pretty wild. Oh wow, screwed that up. Yeah, at least I'm not dead yet. Okay. Oh boy, come on, straighten up. My grandma would say, straighten up and fly right. Oh, come on. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Oh, there we go. I needed that. I forget I have these shoulder buttons that'll help me steer. It makes the cornering so much easier if you remember to use your shoulder button. I think the shoulder buttons are more effective in this than any other F-Zero. Very, very effective. If you hit the timing right. Unlike what I just did. No, God dang it! I thought I could shoot over there, but I didn't do it right. I'm so out of practice. It's not even funny. It's not funny. Quit laughing. It's not funny. How dare you? How dare you laugh at me? I'm gonna try it again in just a second. Mike Wolf, is this the Sega-made F-Zero? Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, Canada got delayed as well to prevent Americans from crashing our pre-orders. Pretty much, right? Pretty much. Because I had heard people say that was what they were going to do. Mike, oh, dude. One dude got chewed out what he initially put like 6 months ago, that backwards compatibility with original Switch games would be a problem. He just revisited the topic recently and pretty much called out the trolls who called him a grifter, as he was spot on. Yeah, that whole situation is interesting because I don't really fully understand it. This is another reason if I don't understand something, I'm not I'm not in a real big hurry to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really understand a lot of this stuff. What I have heard, and I have to, before I do this stream, I really got to go see what the current knowledge base is regarding all this. But what I understand is that in order to achieve backwards compatibility, it's not natively backwards compatible with the original Switch. And basically they're having to run everything through software, a software layer of interpretation. It's not necessarily emulation. It's like an interpreter that like basically makes the code work on the hardware, on the new hardware. That's my current understanding of that. But even so, yes, I from what I'd heard, there was like 150 something confirmed Switch games that are not going to work on it, but I don't know how it's confirmed. I don't know how anything is confirmed, but that's what I had heard. And I don't know what those games are either. So more knowledge is needed. I don't know enough about it. I know enough to get myself into trouble, probably. Mike, no need to attack each other over video games. It's ridiculous. I agree with that 100%, Mike. I agree with that. I've always agreed with that. As a species, we seem to have lost the ability to disagree and have productive debates of any kind of civility. Well, you know, the problem that we have, Mike, is not everybody's doing this for the same reasons. This is what it took me a long time to learn. I was very naive about what I was doing on YouTube when I first started it. And I didn't understand that because someone may appear a certain way, that doesn't mean that they are. I didn't realize, you know, like I was like, oh, I'm on the internet and I'm on YouTube, so I can talk about video games and share that and have fun with people, and we will have actual discussions. But some people that came to me under the guise of having a discussion did not actually have that as their intent. If you know what I'm saying. So, yes, it's a strange thing. Mike Wolf says, signs of the end times, Mike. Oh, wow. Chris Courage, the man, the myth, the legend. Chris said, what's up, Chris? How you doing, Chris? He says, with all the loops, curves, banked turns, and drops, this F-Zero always reminds me of Trick Style. Wow. Trick Style. I love Trick Style on the Dreamcast. I actually own a disc of that. I have quite a few Dreamcast retail discs, and that is one of them. My only beef with Trick Style, I have two beefs. Number one, it runs at 30 frames per second. I wish it ran at 60. It would be better. 30's fine, but 60 would be obviously better. Two, it doesn't support the VGA. It only supports S-video or regular video. And that's a bummer, because it would look so much better. I think that there's actually a hacked version that will allow you to use the VGA. But, yeah. But Trick Style is a cool game. Let's see. Mike says, hopefully it's just an initial list and they'll get it fixed. Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, obviously, just because something is a certain way right now, that doesn't mean that's going to remain that way. I mean, obviously, the backwards compatibility on the Xbox was an evolving thing for quite a while. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, this is a different era. You know, the backwards compatibility options that were locked into the Wii and the Wii U, and you know, the 3DS and different consoles. Those were locked in at us because most of those were hardware based. Like I think they all were. I think they all were like just running on hardware. There was no emulation or anything like that. So this is a different type of thing that Nintendo's doing for sure. But it'll evolve. There's some big names on that list. I want to be able to play my Wolfenstein 2 on the new hardware eventually. Yeah, I would hope that would be worked out. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. God help me. Ah, screwed that up. Not as bad, but I did screw it up. I was going to make it on this last one, but I stupidly tried to do something that was not possible. It was impossible. So hopefully I don't do something like that again. Oh boy. See, gotta be careful. Gotta be quicker than that. Oh, see, you gotta get the timing right there. Smacking inside of that, it's not gonna help. It's not helpful. Oh, I missed the arrow. Can you imagine how expensive the insurance would be for these drivers? It's like no way. Oh boy, that was close. My brother has me watching F1 racing. I'm pretty into it now. There's so much drama in F1 racing, it's crazy. Imagine there would be a tremendous amount of drama in this as well. So much drama, just the best drama. Drivers fighting with each other, talking crap. Some of those drivers on F1 are like little kids, man. They're like, I think one of them is like 16 years old. No crap, I'm not even making that up. It's pretty weird. Bunch of rich kids. F1 is like majorly elitist. And they do some funny stuff too. They do some political type stuff. Not politics like I'm not talking about like social issues and actual politics. I'm talking about like political for the sport. Do some strange things. Depending on depending on where they're racing, the racers from that area get certain advantages. It's interesting. But I still like it. It's really fun. That was close. I can't believe I did as well as I did. That was crazy. Yeah, took me 3 times, but third time's a charm, right? That's what they say. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Mike's Gaming Gala says, can you imagine driving F1 at 16 years old? Dude, I can't imagine driving it at all. I watched what these guys do, and I'm like, I would be dead in like 10 seconds. There's no way. I've never had any kind of reaction time even close to be able to do what these guys do. Even the worst F1 driver is 1,000 times better driver than I'll ever be. It's pretty fascinating. But yeah, to be a F1 driver at 16, that's nuts, man. Now, I will say he's had a lot of problems. His name is Kimi Antonelli. And he's not started well, but He seems like a good kid, so hopefully he's just starting his career. Hopefully it goes well. It improves, you know. Chris Courage says they probably couldn't get insurance if this kind of racing existed. Yeah, I would imagine. I don't think you would. Yeah, this would never exist. Not like this. Pod racing from Star Wars. That's another thing. Oh man, I got to tell you guys how stupid I am. So there's another pod racing game that was on the PS2 that's like a totally different game. And I had no idea. Like, I thought that was just like an up-resed version of the original pod racing game that was out on PC and N64 and all that. I played it the other day and I was like, whoa, what? So that's been out all these years and I never realized it was a whole nother game. It was like way better graphics and stuff. I'm like, God dang, I'm gonna have to put some time into that because I love the original pod racing. It's super easy though. The original pod racing is like, it's racing on easy mode pretty much. But the new one, it's new to me. The one that's on PS2 seems like it's a lot more advanced and stuff. I love Episode 1 pod racing. Gave a great feeling of speed. Yeah, I'll have to. I'm not sure if it's available on the PS4, PS5. I'm not sure if it is. I might have it on there because I don't know. I'll have to see. But I know I think I played it on the emulator. Yeah. So we'll have to check that out. Maybe for next time. Be pretty cool. Look how fast this is, man. So, if you beat this game, I don't know what you have to do. I don't know what all the requirements are, but you can actually unlock the arcade version, the arcade tracks. They're on this. I've put in a cheat code before on Dolphin, and I've accessed that, but I haven't ever done it officially, so maybe that's something that I'll work on, trying to unlock the F-Zero. I don't remember what they call it, the arcade version, but yeah, you can unlock all that stuff on this. Mike says, I have it on Switch limited run version. Oh, you talking about the pod racer? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Something to check out for sure. Oh, that was it. That was the last one. I thought there was one more track. Nice. So we got through the first class. Damn, this game looks good. Yeah, I'm sure it's available digitally. Well, maybe not. I don't know, but I would think that it would be. I'm gonna have to turn on my PS5 and check and see if I got it on there. When this gets done, I'll do that. I bought another switcher so I can leave everything hooked up over here where I'm doing all this. It's a 3-port switcher, but that's all I need because I have the major switcher hooked up by the TV. I know this is a bunch of crap you don't care about, but makes it a lot easier for me to go from one console to the other. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love this game so much. Another great thing about using the Pro controller for the Wii U, damn battery lasts forever. It's like a PS3 controller. Friggin' battery. You charge it like, you could play this all day and you won't even have to charge it. You probably play it 2 days solid, just keep playing it, not even have to charge it. It's redonkulous. F-Zero TV.
From
Look
the
at this
special
guy.
F-Zero GP venue, we're broadcasting an interview with the Grand Prix champion. Okay then, I'd like to ask you something.
I like how they put that little story into this. It's like, oh, I gotta do a question. I didn't realize. Why did you become a racer? Knife. Okay, let's do that one.
Can you tell us why you became an F-Zero racer?
I was born to be an F-Zero racer.
Thanks for your words of enthusiasm, champion. That's it, everyone. We'll see you at the next Grand Prix.
I wonder if there's like, if you pick certain questions and you get them and you pick the right questions, it keeps giving you more questions, and then you unlock something or something. I wonder if there's something like that going on there. I can't remember. No, thank you. Thank you, Nintendo and Sega. I got 15 tickets. I didn't even know I was speeding. New parts, rapid barrel. Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, do I need to save it or is it already? Memory card. I think it just automatically saves, right? Maybe not. There we go. It's saved now. Okay. Let me get my PS5 fired up here. I'll flick it over to that. There it is. Okay. Now I probably got to do the deactivate, reactivate thing on the capture. Okay. Oh, it sounds like the audio's off again. Yep. One more time. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I have it, because I don't know if I have it. Don't know. Collection. Nope, that's all that stuff. This is the installed stuff. Okay, there we go. There we go. It just took a second to load. Okay. Let's see. Do I have it? Oh, the hard drive's taking a second to load up. Hope I don't have a problem. Okay, there it goes. I have all my PS4 stuff on an external hard drive. Alright. Most recent. I don't want to do that. I want to do by name. Otherwise, I'll never find anything. There we go. It may not be here. I may not have it here. Probably don't. Oh, that's a good game. You ever play Flash Out 3? That's pretty cool. If you like retro racing, like Virtua Racing, that's a pretty good one right there. Formula Retro Racing, it's not bad. Metal Torso, what's up, dude? Why? Because I was born that way. Yeah. What an answer. What an answer that was. Chris Courage says, how many actual PS5 games do you have? Physically, I only have one. The only game I have physically is the Atari 50 collection. Friend of mine, Luke, sent that to me. But digitally, hang on. Since you asked, I'll do this real quick. PS5. So some of these are PS1 versions. PS5, I don't know. PS5 versions of PS1 games. You know what I'm saying? But then there's a bunch that are PS5. All these PS5. Not a lot. Not a whole lot. I gotta play more Gran Turismo. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to get through it, and it's just too many games. I don't have Plus anymore, so I have some Plus stuff here that's showing, but I don't subscribe anymore. So not a whole lot of PS5 stuff. Okay. Yeah, an easier way to do this. I think instead of looking through my stuff, let me go check out because it's a PS2 game. Classics catalog. This would be the easiest way to find it. PS2. Here we go. Da-da-da. Yeah, that's it. Pod Racer Revenge. That's the one. So I don't own it. I don't own it on here. It's $10. I think I own it on something. Maybe it's. What do I own this? I don't know. Maybe I don't own it. I think I own the disc. Probably have to buy this digitally because I want to see it running on the PS5. But anyway, that's a different racing game. That's not the original Pod Racer. I thought all this time that was just an up-resed, upscaled, whatever, better running version of the original Pod Racer. But it's not. It's a whole different game. It's pretty cool. Mike Wolf says, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, I wasn't able to get Turbo Fire to work by holding the button down, but rather using a toggle button to turn it on and off in RetroArch." Oh, yeah. That's what yeah. Okay. So you got it figured out anyway. That's good. It can be confusing, and sometimes the stuff doesn't work 100%. It's RetroArch. Dude, RetroArch is weird. Like, I set up all this stuff. I got my own custom, like, backgrounds for each console. And then when I start RetroArch, it won't load them. I'll actually have to go to the settings and change the size of everything, like, one notch, and then put it right back. And then if I go back to the menu where all the consoles are, now it'll show the backgrounds. Like, every single time. And I can't figure out any way to get it to stop doing that. And I've seen other people have the same problem. You know, I've been through the configs and everything trying to figure out how to get it to stop that, and I can't figure it out. It's little weird stuff with RetroArch, man. It's always going to be annoying to me. This is why we have original hardware, guys. Because the emulation stuff, it's great. But some of the stuff is just irritating because it's like there's problems that exist that have either gotten better or gotten worse, and some things that have never been fixed. And it seems like if you talk about it, like if you bring it up to people, they have weird reactions. You know, I was talking about hostility earlier with the Switch 2 stuff, but the emulation community, if you like start reaching out to people asking for help for things, sometimes you don't even want to ask for help because you see what other people go through. And it's just, people are extremely rude, like for no reason. They just like deliberately try to act like they're, I don't know, like they try to put people down for asking questions. It's very strange. It's very bizarre. I don't know. I might even have it. Yeah. Mike Wolf, interesting. Yeah, RetroArch can live with it or without it. Yeah. Chris Courage, yeah, there are weird things with trying to get RetroArch to save settings. It's a strange system. That's another good reason that I'm happy that I got a lot of the retro games installed on my Wii U, because sometimes when I'm sitting here and I want to do a stream and I want to play some retro stuff, I think it'll be fun to just play it on the Wii U, you know, instead of messing with RetroArch. I mean, it doesn't have, you know, I'm limited. I can't, I mean, I probably could install, if I installed stuff through the Wii end of things, I could probably install way more of the old stuff, the virtual console stuff. But on the Wii U itself, I've got so much. Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx, N64, Wii, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I got a bunch of good stuff. So that's pretty cool. You know, obviously I don't have Genesis or none of that, but you know, I could do that on something else. I got so much retro crap on here. or on my Switch. Yeah, and that's another. And since we're talking about the Nintendo Switch stuff, the online thing is the only one I have is the Switch thing, you know, and it's to me the best value as far as services go, because they give you a ton of retro stuff you can play for tons of consoles, you know, and then you have the online capability and everything. So that's the only one I have, and I love my Switch. It's fantastic. Am I getting a Switch 2 anytime soon? Probably not. Probably not. But I'll talk more about that if I get a chance this weekend, if we're able to work that out. So in case you missed that earlier, I'm trying to schedule a live episode of Game Rambling this weekend with Piccio Gamer. And if we can, we're going to talk about the Switch 2 stuff. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. Mike's Gaming Gala emulation has always been a struggle for me. Yeah, it's it's a mess. It's better. It's way better now than it's ever been, you know. And there's so many ways you can do it, you know, some of which are easier than others. Like I said, I have the stuff on my Wii U. You know, if you are able to hack like a NES Classic or Super Nintendo Classic or the PlayStation 1 Classic, there's a lot of devices that will give you a good emulation experience. The Android emulators are really good. I used to have an Android TV box. It died on me, but it had some great emulators. Super easy to use too. So there's so many ways to do it where you don't actually have to mess with the PC into things. And unfortunately, as much as I love the PC, not everything on PC is easy. PC is not easy. Not always. Mike Wolf says, I'm waiting at least a year unless Chrono Trigger comes off as a remake. Yeah. I got to play Chrono Trigger. It's time. It's time for me to do that. Yeah. I might have to do that. I don't know. If I do, I won't bother you guys too much with it. I might do a couple videos or something, but I won't do like a bunch of stuff on the channel about it. I've learned my lesson. Dude, Capcom vs. SNK is amazing on a PSP, the PS1 version. Capcom vs. SNK is awesome. Huh, that is awesome. Yeah. I was looking at on the PlayStation, I think, on an emulator on my RetroArch thing. Hang on, let me close this. Hang on. Because I was looking at something that's pretty damn cool. You're talking about Capcom versus SNK. Oh, I probably got to reset this. Hang on. Hopefully that's good. Where's my history? Yeah, I was checking out different stuff. It may not be... I may have reset my history since I was playing it. Oh, guys, if you never played F1 Pilot on the TurboGrafx, it's pretty cool. It's like, it's kind of wonky, but I've never seen a racing game kind of done like that before. I was very surprised. I was playing that the other day. Yesterday, I think I was playing that. Okay, let me go over to the PlayStation stuff, because you were talking about SNK versus Capcom. There's Capcom versus SNK. They do the 2 versions of that. What was I looking for? Capcom versus SNK. Because they have one on here. Yeah, Capcom versus SNK Pro. Have you ever seen this version of it? Strangely, you can't use the Vulcan, or not Vulcan, the damn it, what is it called? Hang on. Where's the core options? No, not what I'm looking for. Okay. Anyway, damn it, I can't remember what it's called. The emulator I'm using. Hang on. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't see. Okay, Beetle. I couldn't think of the name of it. I can't use Beetle hardware because you just saw it disabled it because it said it wouldn't work properly. And if you do get it to work with the Vulkan stuff, the colors are all screwed up for some reason on this game. I haven't seen that on any other PlayStation game. So I just use regular Beetle on this instead. Oh, you think this is the one you're talking about? Yeah, this is really good. I have Millennium Fight on my PS3. I think it's I want to say PS2 version. So I don't have this version. I don't have Pro at all. So I never played this version of it, but I was checking this out yesterday. It's pretty good. I think it's a PSP e-boot. Oh yeah. My PSP Go is not modded. It is modded hardware wise because I installed memory in it, but software it's not modded. But I do have a PSP 2000, I think, and it is, so I might put it on there. Get a chance to actually play it on PSP. Interesting. I will have to try the F1 game. I've been playing F1 game on Game Gear. Master System and Game Gear have some really good racing games. Absolutely. Chris Courage. Someone recently finished translating Capcom vs. SNK 2 for the Dreamcast. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to see if I can check that out. Big Block Plymouth. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's going well so far. Things are crazy in the world, but things are going okay for me. You never know what's going on. I tend to get kind of stressed thinking about everything that's happening. You don't know. You're like, how long am I going to have my job? But I did have a conversation with my boss Monday and actually got a raise. And so I've been reassured that I'm not going to be losing my job. With everything going on, you just don't know what's going on anymore. Very strange times. There's a lot of voice in this game. A lot more than you might think. A lot more than you might expect. Beautiful game. The graphics in this are really good. Some of the backgrounds and some of the stages are like 3D too. They're like polygonal. It's a very interesting take on it, And what I like is it gives you options for how you want to play and the style and stuff. Like, I'll bring it up here. I haven't set any of my buttons or anything on this, so it is what it is right now. So, different modes. Lots of different modes. You go to arcade. It's going to let you choose like different styles and stuff. Which room do you like? So, you can do the graphic styles depending on which one you prefer, right? Do the SNK one. And I'll pick... Yeah, we'll do Joe. Oh, Sakura. Turbo or normal? I do normal. I'm not a turbo. I love turbo graphics, but I'm not very fast. Just having a blast playing this. That's a funny picture. Good to hear. Congratulations. And here is to continued success. Thank you, Big Block. Thank you very much. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome version of the game. So yeah, hell yeah, dude. I mean, I complain about RetroArch a lot, or RetroArch, however you want to say it. I complain about it a lot, but it's still pretty awesome that it works and that, you know, you can play all these games. And especially for like PSP stuff, like, because I love playing PSP stuff on my system, obviously. But when you play them like this, you can see them, you can up-res the graphics so much. It's just really cool what you can do. And like I was saying before, Saturn emulation is so much better than it used to be. It's pretty damn good, you know? It's pretty damn good. And it supports 3D controller stuff, so it actually works how it's supposed to with the controls, even for like Knights and all the games that I have that support that. You know, I don't have very many Saturn games on here. I just have a few that I threw on here. But, yeah, pretty good. There's like 3 versions of this Daytona on the Saturn. There's the original Daytona that they brought out, you know, when they launched the Saturn, kind of a choppy frame rate, but good controls. And then they released the Circuit Edition, which is a much better frame rate. People didn't really like the music, I think, and the controls are kind of eh. And then there's like 2 other versions of Circuit that make slight changes and improvements. And this is, I believe, the last one they put out, and it has better music and a little bit better controls, and I think the frame rate is a little bit better. So this is a good way to play Daytona if you like playing it on the Saturn. I wish the draw distance was a little bit further out, but I mean, it's a Saturn game. It's pretty good for Saturn. Mike Wolf, how would you compare it to the Dreamcast Daytona? No, you can't really compare it to the Dreamcast. Dreamcast Daytona is freaking amazing. Like, I love that one. Dreamcast Daytona is sort of a mix of Daytona and Daytona 2, if I believe that's accurate. And it's super smooth, and that's a fun game. I may have to break my Saturn out. My Dreamcast out again. It's been a while. I may have to break it out. Just spend some time playing Dreamcast stuff. I always think, oh, I want to play this, I want to play that. I got to break this console out and play it some, and I'm not giving enough love to this, you know, whatever. I get all like caught up. See, this is, I think, the last version they brought out, and it's got slight improvements, and of course it has Netflix support. So yeah, never even knew they had a physical copy of Daytona for the Dreamcast. Really? Oh wow. Mike says, I played a lot of Daytona in the arcade. Oh God, yes. With the big, did you ever play the one that had the big screen. It was, I think it was like a projector, like a projection screen almost. It was big. It must have been 40-inch maybe screen, maybe bigger than that. I remember they had the multi-station Daytona with all the different cars. Sega Rally was like that too. Sega Rally 2. We had a really awesome arcade in Dallas at the Grapevine Mills Mall. It was GameWorks. You ever heard of GameWorks? It was like a Steven Spielberg project of some kind or something like that. It was 2 levels. It was an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs, they had a bunch of retro arcade games and stuff. And downstairs was all the newest, most crazy shit. I used to love going there, man. Man, they shut it down a few years ago, but it was... Now there's some new arcades in Dallas that I got to check out. I hear a lot of good things about this place called Cidercade. And apparently they have like... a brewery where they make like different kinds of cider. I think like, hard cider and different regular ciders and stuff. I don't know. It's like their theme. It's called Cidercade. But I've heard it's huge and really, really cool. So I'll have to check that out at some point. A whole wall of them. Yeah, the Daytonas. Chris Courage. I was angry when Daytona came out in the arcade because they took away Virtua Racing to make space for it. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Virtua Racing, same thing. Yeah. It was around for a little while and then they moved it out. I think Sega was... I don't know if that was a Sega decision, but I think Sega was aware... Because back then, Virtua Racing looked... It was flat shaded and everything. Even though it was really smooth, the graphics at that time seemed dated very quickly. When they started bringing out all the texture mapped, higher fidelity, higher polygon count stuff, Virtua Racing lost a lot of popularity. People didn't really appreciate it for a long time because people thought it looked kind of crappy compared to like Daytona or Sega Rally or, Ridge Racer, any of these types of games. But people, obviously, the opinion of that has changed considerably. We have a lot more appreciation for it than ever, I think. The Switch version, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go just throw it up on the screen because it's so good. I just have to. I don't need to. There's no reason to. But I am compelled to just put it up. The Switch version is so good. Switch this. Speaking of Switch, I got to switch all this around. All right, hang on. Is the Wii U still running? There we go. Okay, and I got to reset my capture card. Okay. Yeah, so the Switch version, my God, looks so good. It's like the definitive version of Virtua Racing. Like, it's better than the arcade version. It's freaking crazy, man. Yeah. Sega. Challenging you with Virtua Racing. Remember the Sega Master System commercials? Freaking love those commercials. The challenge will always be there. Virtua Racing. I don't know if it'll do the demo. Might have to go into it before it does the demo. Can't remember. You have to go into it. Yeah, there we go. Look at this crap. Look at this. So awesome. I don't think there's any like retro style racing game like this that is as good as this. I don't think there's any, you know what I'm trying to say? Like there's some, like I was showing you that one game on PS5 earlier that's sort of like this, that has that flat shaded look to it. There's some cool ones. I'm not saying they're not cool, but there's nothing that touches Virtua Racing. The controls, just the feel of it, the quality, it's just, it's really good. It's really good. And this version of it is it's so good. Yeah. Native 1080p, internal resolution, 60 frames per second, widescreen. It's just wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The power of Virtua Racing compels you. Well, yeah. I'm not going to start like throwing up pea soup at you. Don't worry. You remember that movie with Leslie Nielsen, where they made fun of The Exorcist? That was so funny. I can't remember what it was called. That scene, the girl projectile vomits on Leslie Nielsen, then he projectile vomits back on her, and she's just like, what the? It's so funny. Oh, man. Mike Skimmingala, Virtua Racer on the 32X was peak. 32X Virtua Racing is pretty damn good. It is pretty damn good. It's way better than the Saturn version, unfortunately, for the Saturn. But I would say, as I do love the 32X version, yes. But I think this is the best version. I think this is the best version of Virtua Racing. Although, yeah, that one has extra stuff too. So there's that. Thunderpin. What's up, Thunderpin? How you been, Thunderpin? What's going on? You're showing up as I'm wrapping up. I'm probably going to end in just a second. Been playing some games, various different random stuff. Checking stuff out. We were talking about, for next time, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. I want to play that Pod Racing Revenge that I've never really played. I've only tested it out and saw that it was a whole nother game than what I thought it was. I had no idea it was a whole nother game. So that I want to do. I might have to break out the Dreamcast. And if I'm going to break out the Dreamcast, I need to find... you said there was a new English translation of... what was it? SNK versus Capcom? I have to check that out. Is this Virtua Racing for Switch? Yes, that's what this is right here. Yeah, and there's so many things you can change as far as the settings go and everything if you want to tinker with it. So many things you can do. That changes so many things. Trying to remember how to start the game. Okay, there we go. Just gonna play for just a minute. It also supports D-pad, digital support, and analog support so you can control it whichever way you rather control it. I wish I had like more music in it. But I think you can... Hang on. Where's that at? Go back to the settings. Yeah. Oh, never mind. That's just a music player. I was like, maybe you can play different music. Yeah, it needs more music. Although I will say, every time I play Virtua Racing, I do get a little sad because I think about the Atari Jaguar. The Atari Jaguar. Oh, damn it. I got to pay attention. Sorry. I was I was saying Jaguar and not paying attention. I think about Checkered Flag. And all that it could have been. I was so hoping it was going to be way better. There's a better version of the ROM that's been hacked to give you better controls and stuff. And thanks to Big P Emu, you can actually play Checkered Flag on that emulator at a much better frame rate as well. But as far as playing it on the OG Jaguar, it's just a failure, a disappointment. It's very unfortunate. There's no reason for it to be as bad as it is. Do they make a steering wheel for the Switch? I've never seen a steering wheel for the Switch, so maybe they do. I just don't know about it. Just wondering if you guys have heard of such a thing. A lot of laps. How many laps did you go? 4 laps in this? Okay. Not that bad. Oh, that's not 4 laps. That's the 4 that I've done. I don't know how many laps there are. 1 more lap. Okay. 1 more pass. I don't know if I can catch up to first. Probably not. When you screw up, it just, it's hard to bring it back. Yeah. I'm not going to get up there. Second place. Goal! Game over, yeah! Capcom versus SNK2. I need to get this, Chris says, but I think it was also called 2001. It's confusing. Yeah, it is confusing. Mike's Gaming Gala, can you use Mario's steering wheel to control it? I don't know. I don't know, man. C. I didn't get the other letters in. That's fine. Oh, God. Checkered Flag was so bad. Yes. Thunderpin, there's 2 versions of the wheel for Switch, Standard and Deluxe. Deluxe includes the pedals. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Chris Courage, it would be great if you could zoom in and see the driver, and it was the guy from the Dire Straits video. Oh, my favorite Dire Straits video is the one by Weird Al. Because they actually were in that video that he did, the Beverly Hillbilly thing. That's pretty cool. Thunderpin, wait, didn't they add online play for this game? Did they? Did they add online play? Let me go to the main menu here. Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that. Online. Wow. I didn't realize you could play this online. Well, apparently you can. So I guess, yeah. There you go. Another thing about this version that's really cool. There you go. So many options. What does this do? Oh, I see. You change how the... That's crazy. Interesting. I'll have to get it and leave you in the dust. Oh, wow. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Thunderpin. How dare you? Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully you had a good time or a decent time. Hopefully you weren't completely bored. I had a good time, and we'll do it again very soon. Possibly this weekend. Keep your fingers crossed. We'll see what happens with scheduling that, but we'll see what happens. Thunderpin, thank you for being here. Mike's Gaming Gala, as always. Continue the great work that you do. God's work. I love watching your stuff, and I love everything you do for the Intellivision community. So thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gaming Gala. Chris Courage, dude, my buddy, the greatest, just the most wonderful modder of all time. Chris Courage, love you to death. Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything you do. Mike Wolf, his bite is worse than his bark. Don't worry. Mike Wolf, thank you for being here. Big Block Plymouth, as always, a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you for hanging out. Jeffrey was here. Jeffrey. What else can I say about Jeff? And Bassarino was the first one in this time. Thank you, Bass. He hangs out on the Discord, and I hope you guys, if you ever want to hang out and chit chat, consider joining my Discord as well. Oh, Nurse Healer, almost forgot you. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. There's links to my Discord in pretty much all my stuff and on top of my YouTube channel. So if you want to do that, come and hang out. Be part of the community. One of us. Anyway. Have a great week, guys. Remember, don't worry, be happy. Indeed. Worrying never really accomplished very much, right? But then again, if you don't ever worry, you might not get done some things that you would have otherwise. So I don't know. Just try to be happy, guys. Have a good time. Have a good week. I will, I'll be back very soon. Wearing my old ass Nintendo 64 shirt. I'll see you guys later. We'll play some more stuff next time. Take care. Bye-bye.